Time now for our incredibly popular series, The Deciders. On the record's Griff Jenkins went to the great state of Wisconsin, which is now an all-important 2016 swing state. And in the Badger State, Griff found a lot of cows and some undecided voters.
You're in Wisconsin on my dairy farm. According to USDA, we are the most average farmers around.
Wisconsin is the land of beer, cheese, and dairy cows, and Wacaw Creek Dairy Farm in Amro is right at home in the Badger State.
We have 200 cows that we will milk, and the average cow is going to give about 35 to 40 pounds of milk.
For decades, farmers Fred Caston and his son Jim have been working hard, milking 200 cows twice a day and churning out gallon after gallon after gallon of milk.
I purchased the farm in 1967, so we've been here, going on, well, a long time.
I'm usually out the door by 5. Milking cows is a commitment, and if you want to be successful, you have to be consistent in when you milk them. It typically wraps up here on this farm around 9 p.m.
It's the life of a farmer, 16 hours, 7 days a week, pure all-American work ethic. But while these farmers spend their day getting the job done, they feel like politicians haven't been showing up to work for them.
Politicians have got too far away from the people that elect them. It's always about the big power and what you can do for the big person.
And that's just one reason these swing state voters have this year's election on their mind. But that's not all. This farm stays in business by selling dairy to people in other countries. A big deal since both presidential candidates are threatening to take on free trade agreements.
Well, that's very troubling to us.
Because we live in the United States and we are able to overproduce almost any kind of commodity that we produce, we really have to rely on foreign trade. On the other side, there's also the fact that when you start over-regulating what we can do and what we can't do, and the cost of that regulation has a big effect on basically on our bottom line.
Trade, regulations, and disgust with politicians seems to dominate the mood. And while it's still a long way to November, this father and son are not in total agreement on who to vote for.
I'd just like to see an independent that is not backed by some big corporation.
An outsider, like Trump.
Right.
I'm a Trump person.
To say for sure who I'm voting for today is it's tough.
Undecided.
I'm undecided today, but if I was voting today, I still probably would vote for Trump. I could be swayed over to the Clinton side.
And with all the time they spent talking to me, things got a little behind on the farm. So to pay them back, I offered to pitch in.
You just grasp the top and then squeeze. So let's see.
On that one or that one?
I'll do this one.
Okay.
So
here we go. We're milking a cow. Grab the top and pull down.
And let's squeeze. So there you go. Okay.
I'm milking this cow.
For On the Record, in Wisconsin, where they're making a lot of dairy and cheese and milking a lot of cows, I'm Griff Jenkins.
Yes, we've been sending Griff all across the country, so keep watching for more on the Deciders.